Well, hi there. Just thought I'd do a quick update to show you what's going on. Um, I recorded an entire webinar last night, can you believe it? Um, which I was meant to upload on YouTube today, and it lasted about an hour and a half or so. And it was a pretty good one, I thought. Some interesting setups. So we took a good trade on the euro against the US dollar, selling it, which I've just closed out now, and for a decent profit of about 40 pips. But what I wanted to do is just to show you what's going on right now. I've got long positions on both of these currencies. This is the euro against the US dollar and the pound against the US dollar. And let's just have a look at the euro. And I bought somewhere around here. I'm still in this long position, somewhere around this area. And you can see we're at the 50% Fibonacci retracement, and we had an oversold stochastic at the time. And if I just zoom in here, you can see we're just sort of potentially entering into an uptick of the euro after this long move down and the Ukraine situation. We had a pretty good bounce, which we also took some profit off. And we've come back down to the support area. So right now, I've bought one very small position on the euro, a 1-to-1 leverage with a risk of about 0.3% on the trade. And I'm expecting us to move at least back up to the top of this area here, the top of this Fibonacci retracement, and possibly up to the 200 period Bollinger Band. Now, if I put a longer term fib on here, very quickly, you can see other potential targets. And if I can just find the Fibonacci retracement, and we can just put it in from there down to that low, and I'm just going to jiggle it around a bit so you can see it clearly. But you can see, I'm going to keep it at this sort of expanded view. There's the 38% fib just above where we are at the moment and around about this resistance area. And then we've got the 50% fib of this move, this longer move down, which is at this level, 1.1155, thereabouts, 1150. And by the time, and if we get there, this top Bollinger Band will have moved down. So that's a pretty good target area for this long trade at about 1150. And our entry price is at about, I think it was about 8, yeah, somewhere around 1.0980 or so. So that's a good 80 pip trade up to there somewhere. And we could even go slightly higher to the 61.8% fib. So those are the targets. And then we'd be looking for a reversal and a move back down again. So we'll keep that in mind. And then on the pound, same sort of thing, although this one's looking slightly more precarious, seeing as we broke through this support level and we're just below it at the moment. But it's potentially a false break. It's the third wave down. If you're an Elliott wave follower, which I'm not really, but sometimes I'm cognizant of it. There's the first move down, the second move down to there, and then the third move down to where we are at the moment. So, and again, we've got an oversold stochastic. We're approaching the lower 200 period Bollinger Band, but still some way to go. So that one's looking a bit precarious. But again, I've got a small position with a low risk trade, really. So those are worth it. And again, once we get up to, if we get a bounce back up towards this previous resistance level on this last little rally, we're also then going to be at 1.32, which is a round number, and also the 38% fib of this longer move down. So that would be a good target for the pound if it rallies. So those are the two trades I have on today. It's Friday. The New York session will be starting soon. If I quickly have a look at New York time right now, it's 25 to 5 in the morning. So in about 4 hours' time, we'll be entering the the New York session. So we'll just wait to see what happens in that time. And then the week will be over. So we're these will be the last trades of the week, most probably, because we'll have run out of time by the time these trades, if they go the way I'm hoping they will. See, the euro's just dropped down a little bit again. There's been a ceasefire in Ukraine, so that might help the pound and the euro. I think it's not going to be a prolonged ceasefire. I think it's just to get the folks out of harm's way. So I expect that hostilities will probably continue over the weekend. So that's not going to be good for the euro or the pound. So once again, these are very iffy trades, but they may turn out to be worthwhile in the end. But bearing in mind it's a small position that I've taken, there won't be a lot of profit in it. But conversely, on the flip side, if these trades lose, there won't be much loss either. So anyway, that's the update. Not a lot. Most of the action took place earlier in the week. That's where we made some profits. And I can go across to the transaction history if it'll allow me, and just show you what's going on. I think we're going to struggle with this video capturing device, but it's not allowing me because it's outside the window. All right, but anyway, so we made about a 40 pip profit on the Aussie. We already had about $2,000 profit in for this week, which is really good, and it's roughly, well, 2% of this account. So it's on the lower side of my monthly target, in fact. So it's I aim for about between, at the low side 2%, at the high side 10% per month. So we'll see what happens. These two trades, whether they win or lose, aren't going to make a lot of difference to that. But we might get a chance to sell early in the week, next week. So that's it. All right, well, take care. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't speak again to you soon. And I'll see you for the Sunday evening update.